Welcome back to some professional StarCraft 2, a best-of-5 finals from the ESL Pro Tour North American Open Cup, featuring these two European powerhouses steamrolling their continental competition. Let me first focus on this golden retriever in the top left. You may have noticed, he canceled his first probe to build a pylon on 12. Which is just par for the course for this aggressive mastermind. It is MaxPax. Now, not to be outdone, sending his own SCV across the map. Oh, he's actually NGB blocking. Anyways, well, his counterpart, always willing to go punch for punch, Wet Willy for Wet Willy, and GLHF at the 1 minute and 10 second mark to 1 minute and 10 second mark. What a suspicious timing. Anyways, it's Team Liquid's French Terran. It's Clem. They both got their awkwardly timed and super quick buildings out of the way, and then slapped down the GLHF. This is like the aggressive younger brothers of Hero Marine versus Showtime. I always think of it like that, because Hero Marine versus Showtime is the most common ESL finals match ever. Hero Marine and Showtime have faced like 15, 18 times or something ridiculous in the finals of ESL Open Cups. These two are approaching that number as they both get more and more consistent, especially MaxPax, who had a tendency to burn bright and flame out early. We'll have to see, though, if he has that big dog energy, the BDE, if you would, in order to go forward. And his response to Clem's engineering bay block is a very Zerg-like, I'll just take my third. Okay, I don't care. I'll do it. To which Clem, I mean, it's not uncommon. It's just a lot of players have shied away from it in the past. A lot of non-Zest players, because it leaves you vulnerable to so many things. You just cannot move your units between your bases nearly as easily. Things like Hellions and even Widow Mines become even more effective. Of course, your natural is usually something that helps block attacks into your main, but I think both these players have agreed in the past that the best defense is to ignore defense and only go on offense, which has created some of the most entertaining, dramatic, and abrupt games that we've ever seen. So far, despite how this opened up surprisingly passive, as I think both of them are kind of feeling it out. MaxPax doesn't know if Clem is going to do a big follow-up, so he doesn't want to commit, and obviously Clem's sitting on the high ground. He can't. Adepts aren't getting through that. Cyclone coming in. The Adepts are hiding in the bushes. Don't even need to throw some shade. They're on the chase. 3 Stalkers warped in. The Marines. The Cyclone on the run. But the Adept Shade's looking to body block. He actually wait, the lock continued through the shade. Fun fact. And it continued to lock on despite the shade. Just kind of a crazy outcome. Now we got some Cyclones. The dance begin. It didn't take long. Shades forward. Double lock on a Stalker. The rest are going to chase down a Cyclone. Going up to the high ground here, we have the Cyclone targeting one of the Adepts. The Adept Shades just intimidating. SCVs pulled. A lot of them going to go down. He's got to be careful not to lock on, but now he has nothing to kill the Adept. Gets the Stalker snipe. And yeah, it didn't take long to get off to the races here. 2 Adepts and 2 Stalkers against 9 Marines, a Cyclone, and 2 SCVs. So MaxPax, in order to pull this off, he's focused on gateway units. He did not get a Stargate, a Robo, a Twilight. He's now adding some of those on. He focused just on the 3-gate, which means it's a little easier for Clem to prepare a counter, but at the same time, his attack did get shut down pretty much outright. So now, the dance will continue. The Warp Prism should be able to help break the lock of the Cyclones, and there is no blink, as the Twilight is not done. So here we are. Blink being researched. The Twilight just at the... Well, if he loses this, he's probably dead anyways. It looks like a ghetto Blink into just kind of a fake it till you make it Blink build, where you use the Warp Prism to the high ground and then decide to cancel your Adept Warping that you accidentally started and go to Stalkers, which you wanted. Oh. Well, Clem smells something, or he just saw the Prism. Anyways, the Stalkers in the main, more Stalkers at the natural. Gets an SCV, the Cyclone, looking for the Prism in a bit of an awkward exchange, but gets sniped, and the Stalker's at the natural. The tank doing a lot of... He just walks right up the ramp. Still a lot of hits and damage coming out. Those Stalkers can't blink away, so this seems like a bit of an overcommitment. The boys will chase it down. Meanwhile, back in the main, 2-base versus 2-base, and still getting aggressive here, of course. Targeting down Marines and getting out pretty clean. So MaxPax on one side just lost all of his Stalkers for a tank. On the other side, though, he was pretty efficiently picking off SCVs and Marines, but all right. You know, the only counter to a bad guy with a drop is a good guy with a faster drop. But okay. They don't walk around here, all right? Oh my, the beautiful Prism blinks, but there's not enough room in the Prism. Sorry, guys. Recall back, boost forward. Nothing we do here is slow. Not even concussive shells, which we don't have at the moment, is stim done. It has to be, yes, yeah, well, I saw it earlier. Anyways, blinks back over the top, Dark Shrine on the way, of course. At least the Dark Shrine isn't here. Ghetto blinking, Prism down, Stalkers on the other side, getting chased out of their own base. More Stalkers warped in, flank both sides. Marines and Marauders biting back, 6 probes down. Stalkers trying to target, getting whatever they can. Medivacs blinking, but Clem gets hit. Stalkers target the right Medivac, get neither of them. The Dark Shrine is revealed, and Clem takes a hard right turn because he knows that detection is important and starts his turrets now, realizing that he probably won't be able to maintain the attack. All right, drops out. The turrets are done. DTs, well, we'll see if he starts DT Blink. Knowing MaxPax, it's not too far out. All right. The warp... Not the Warp Prism. Everything but a Warp Prism. Widow Mines. Widow Mine kind of connects. Does okay. Few Stalkers in the main. Clem bites another one off. So far, 16 Stalkers have gone down, which is quite an expense. But somehow, MaxPax managed to get his natural, aka third. Which means Clem is now feeling a little more obligated to get aggressive, as you see from that scan and then the immediate move out. He's threatening the main. Just the Medivacs being here is a threat to the main. Few Stalkers just testing the waters. Where is the combat shield? Clem a little slow in the combat shield. Quite a spread here. Wow, those Colossi stepping a little too far forward. Shield battery overcharge can't save you now. Down goes one, down goes two, battery as well. The probes are pulled, but it's far too late. Too bold of a Colossus, and now Clem is knocking on the door. He just blasts through. Action-packed match, but he takes it. Okay, well. And yeah, that's MaxPax versus Clem in a nutshell. Just continued punches until someone immediately dies. Like, MaxPax biting off way more than he could chew, and Clem allowing him to choke on it. Well, so game one in the history books. But don't worry, we always have more for you, the people. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, and don't go anywhere, because Jimmy's loading. He's taking his sweet. What do you mean there was a patch? How would that affect TVP? No, it's not a Terran nerf. It's a DT nerf. It's a Void Ray nerf. No. Goddamn Terran. Anyways, game two. Clem off to a 1-0 start. MaxPax with another 12 pylon. I believe this match was played the day before the newest patch that increased that Void Ray build time and mineral cost, as well as nerf shield batteries with it. So I'm just saying 12 pylon oftentimes was an indicator for the proxy Stargate builds, and MaxPax has a grand total. Now, he doesn't necessarily know because we didn't get any announcement of the timing of the patch from Bob the intern, who likes to keep things a surprise on his lunch break. But, you gotta get those Void Ray rushes in while you can, is the summary. Double gas. Clem, again with the NG Bay block, but I don't think MaxPax has any intention of expanding this time around. The probe. That's not gonna expand. You're not here to expand. He slides right by the third. Yeah, this probe has other intentions. Will it go straight across? No. Yeah, you gotta... Last chance. Uh-huh. So, this is actually a surprisingly good spot. Because if you're gonna scout, this area blocks the pathing of units. So you don't actually see this part of the map unless you're explicitly moving your units to it. It's surprisingly well hidden for something that's directly in the face of your opponent. Alright, so the dog. Don't you say a goddamn word. That's his brother. As we know, MaxPax, a golden retriever. That dog, probably not a golden retriever. Not very clear. Like a German Shepherd, or like a Marsara Shepherd right there. Okay, the Marines are looking. The probe. Nabbing some minerals here. Clem, suspicious. I think he... Well, at some point he canceled the NG Bay. Here comes a Zealot. Oh, I didn't even... Alright. The Marine on the run. There's a bunker on the way. And the pylon is spotted, and that pylon is not for cannons. It's for... Yeah, MaxPax getting his battery rushes in while he can. Not that it will be impossible. They start with less energy, and Void Rays are much more costly after the patch. So this is his last shot to get those fully operational Void Rays into the action. He's just kind of killing the pylon, though. So, like, he's doing a very good job. The Zealot dies. Okay. Well, so far, not great. Void Ray on the way. There's still one in the... It's not looking good. It's kind of taken a while to come together. Clem suspected this as soon as he saw the lack of expansion. And the pylon 100% confirmed it. Only 2 batteries. Yeah, the bunker's doing a lot here. Is he gonna try to kill the bunker? It doesn't feel like this is getting much done. Usually you want to start out by sniping things like a cyclone. Very key, Clem never built a reactor. A lot of players will build a reactor just by default, and that reactor won't kick in by the time this attack comes. He just continued building Marines, and those extra Marines slowed this down. Now, 2 Void Rays make things a lot more dangerous, though. He locks on. A second Cyclone comes out. The bunker! Oh my god. Okay, it lives, but the Void Ray dies, and the Void Ray is the most important units. Double lock. Does he have a scan? Does he need one? The vision is still good. The SC... Oh my. Oh, well. Yeah, why are we even nerfing Void Rays? I don't... Okay, well, that... Huh. I mean, can't blame MaxPax for trying it while he can, but, like... Yeah, it didn't go great. MaxPax throwing to try to get Void Rays unnerfed. Alright, you heard it here first. I made it up. And now it's true. This is the internet. That was it felt kind of like a bit of a half-hearted all in there, for sure. Like, losing the batteries to Marines on the high ground is a bit lazy. Because you can easily place it a little further back where it can't get... Well, Clem's up 2-0, which is not super unexpected, but MaxPax... I feel like we haven't really seen MaxPax yet. We've seen him in a literal and figurative sense, but also in a much more literal and figurative sense we have not. So while you're working through all that, we have Game 3 on Glittering Ashes. He's gonna do a Reaper wall. Yeah. My statement and testimony. Feels kind of like Maru 2 Rex Reapering Cyril, like... Alright. That was a choice. You had a choice to make, and you made it. And now we're here. This time, the probe heading across a scouting probe for once. And a 1-gate expand. A good old-fashioned, just like Mama used to make. What? Oh, he was checking for NG Bay Blood. Okay. Cyber core into expand. Get out of the way! Get out! Move! Kill it. Kill it, MaxPax. Oh my god. Kill it! For its audacity, the cleaning bot successfully delays the cyber core for upwards of no seconds. Where the probe on the other side will be a slight delay to the, Oh! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Okay! Oh, almost dies between two SCVs with some angry fusion cutters. This SCV... Was there vision? I don't think the pylon... No, it had vision. Alright. Even the building pylon has just enough vision. The SCV threatening a bunker. He did build a Reaper, despite seeing the Reaper wall. It's not even really a Reaper wall. He has to slap a tech building on it if he really wants to commit to it. But what is it going to be? A Twilight... Yes. Hello. Sir? Sir, politely, please, sir. Oh, the dance! Did you know a Reaper has slightly more range? Oh my god. Yeah. The Reaper successfully bullies the Adept away from the Nexus. With the Nexus. Only Clem things. Jesus, Clem. Oh! Damn kids. A second Adept. Now nail the nade. Come on, give me the good one. You know the timing. He knows the timing, right? The timing is just run away because you're faster. Slightly. Oh my god. Well, Adept will come in to scout. It'll see the reactored factory just in time to die to units out of the reactored factory. 2 Hellions can kill it, or they can just not even bother. There's also that option on the table. He recalls the Adept. Is suddenly realizing, well, the Reaper gets in. The Reaper could bounce units out of the way, which is, the fact it's still alive could be a real issue here. The thing is, 2 Adepts do enough damage. Wait, okay. What? He bounces the Adept. Still has 1... So this could have gone better for Clem, but it didn't go terribly. He's still bullying the Adept here. How does... Come on, bro. Like, what are you doing? He's getting the full tour. He just gets in. It's a full scout, and now here is a full Widowmine drop. Which is a not unexpected, but very potent follow-up that MaxPax should be ready for. What was that? Unfortunately, it appears every single one of his units has barely missed vision of this. Not anymore. Yep, Clem boosts. Just straight over the top. Blink is not done. Seconds away, but very important seconds. And that's gonna cost him. Oh, it's gonna cost Clem! 1 second too long, my friend. He retargets onto the probe, settles for it, and Clem gets that medevac snapped up. But look at the worker count right now. 42 to 34, but suddenly Stalker's in the main, and also the Adept gets involved too, via the Prism. But there is a Viking to help zone this out. Blinks in towards the mineral line, because why not? And here we are. They won't stop hitting each other. The boys are like blunks over the top. A huge commit. The Viking on the ground. The ghetto blinks into the. He got the tank. The Adept can't blink, unfortunately. Oh, there's also Stalkers in the natural. Repairing the bunker with oh my god, he blunked in. That was a blink too far. That one was really bad. Oh, but he's in the main. Oh, he just can't, he just keeps blinking on cooldown like he's gonna, like it goes away or something. No, you can just save it. 13 LCVs died. A whole lot of Stalkers have died as well. Like, this has not been cheap, but he just keeps blinking. Oh my god. And Clem doesn't have that many units. Like, he's at risk of just running out of units here. Oh, he gets the Viking. There's only 1 tank right now. A single Zealot could eat the tank shots. He's just warping in Zealots. A second tank will complicate things. Blinking the Stalkers away. Clem doesn't know what is warping in. He can make some real educated guesses, but he'd actually be wrong here. So, MaxPax is there charge? No, those Zealots are just for tanking. Suddenly MaxPax has the worker lead. The tanks need to be retargeted on the Stalkers. They are, but the Zealots close the distance, making this a little more complicated. The tanks firing at the Zealots do damage. The Stalkers blink away. The Warp Prism gets out. And let's see what the triage looks like here. So, like, over half the SCVs have taken damage. The other half are dead, so... Oh, he's back! Oh, he's back! Didn't expect that move for some reason, but, yep. He didn't go anywhere. It was just a temporary... It was a... Oh, no! The tank! 5 HP! Oh, what did it cost? Everything. What was almost an amazing return instead gets shut down. The comeback story. 5 HP on a tank cost him a prism and so many Stalkers. MaxPax just doesn't know when to quit. Alright, this is a problem a lot of young players have. They always, like, and Parting, who is young at heart. I think he's never mentally developed past 14, so, like, it counts. But at some point, like, you gotta stop. There has to be a point at which you stop blinking into the main. And apparently we haven't reached that point yet. It was almost amazing. One more Stalker hit. And it may have been a game ender, but instead, it is a very precarious position for MaxPax. He's still being aggressive. He's got DTs. Clem has turrets, he's played this game before, so he knows what the follow-up usually is. But it is still Stalker DT, some of the most fragile units in the entire Protoss army. MaxPax did manage to get himself a third. He's also got a Robobay. Clem has successfully been intimidated into chilling in his main until his medevacs head out. Directly past the Warp Prism. Fancy meeting you here. So, both sides are revealed. The Stalkers are on the chase, but the medevacs are faster for now. There aren't that many units at home. DT's, I think he spotted one. The Warp Prism's still chilling. Okay, alright, so we've got armies that look surprisingly standard. We got a couple Colossi with some charge lots and some Blink Stalkers up against the M&Ms. The DT will invisibly block, though it'll become very obvious. The Stalkers aren't going to cut it here. This is a dangerous position, and also part of the downside of doing the Reaper Wall. Meanwhile, of course, we're back for another round. DT's in the main. One blocking the third, killing SCV as Clem jams himself into a pretty amazing spot. And most of the tech is on this. Oh.
Bullshit. You have to be kidding me that anyone can be this bad.
The Twilight, the Robo, the Forge, the Cyber Core, cutting off the tech tree at the stump. The Robo Bay down, the Cyber Core down, the Forge depowered. What a disaster for Maximus Paximus. Back to the Protoss Stone Age, which I'm not sure what that looks like. But every one of his important tech buildings. Well, he still has the Robo and the Dark Shrine, but there goes. Was the Forge gonna die? Kill the Forge. Everybody leaving you things at one attack away from death. The attack coming in, blinks in, Widow Mines connect, but only on charge lots. The Forge lives. Guardian Shield is also involved for a participation award. Colossi microing on both fronts. It looks like Clem cleaned things up. The Forge lives. The rest of the tech will be rebuilt in a similar but slightly further back location. Did the third... No, the third command center didn't die, but this DT has 9 kills and a story to tell. The worker count is 33 to 55. Yeah. No. No. Meanwhile, 14 probes died of Little Mines. Clem strikes back. While you were fondling your Dark Templar, your probes just got obliterated. And suddenly, we're back, right back in it is Clem, with a little bit of sneaky boys of his own. So, Twilight Council being rebuilt, the entire tech tree still going on the edge of the base where it can be lopped off by a perfectly placed tank push. Clem will stabilize, and suddenly the worker count, just like that, is back to near even. Unfortunately for MaxPax, without his tech, he's not able to really take a huge advantage. Because what would be the advantage of taking out Clem's workers earlier? It's that Clem simply can't rebuild especially important tech units at nearly the rate MaxPax could. MaxPax could continue building Colossi, of which he has several. He could continue his upgrades. But because his tech tree got reset, and then he lost his probes, means he doesn't have nearly the advantage that he could have. And now Clem, it's still 4 Colossi. But he's building Ghosts. He's got some Vikings. The Bio Army is pretty hefty, which I think is a pretty decent word. It's a hefty Bio Army, all right? It's not too hefty, but it's pretty... Meanwhile, more Widow Mines. I don't know where. Neither did MaxPax, apparently. There is no Widow Mine drop left, or Widow Mines, but 8 probes died, so I think we know what happened. We got the gist of it. DTs. And a Zealot, also wanting to participate in the group activity. A Zealot at the natural. The Stalkers trying to open up the third. Clem. 5 SCVs down as the blue-collar workers, the blue mineral workers are the ones who really suffer the brunt of this harassment. Clem down to 42 SCVs. I don't think he has an armory. He does not have an armory. So that means no two. There's still a DT! Well, it's trying to kill the turret. It won't. It gets repaired. MaxPax just backed all the way off, probably fearing some sort of drop or counterattack. Though the observer will spot that that is not the case, so kind of surprising he backs off that far. Well, I guess when you have 5 Stalkers and they have like a Denmark of Vikings, I mean, MaxPax would know. So, at this point, the Colossi aren't going to cut it. He needs the Ruptors. The Danger Balls are the only real counter to this composition, as the Ghosts wipe out a lot of the ground effectiveness, and the Vikings knock down the Colossi. And then he's just like, you know what? How about more DTs? They have Blink, another unit that'll be slightly nerfed in the next patch. The day after this match, by the way, was the nerf. So, getting in these games while he can. 10 SCVs. He recalls... I think he recalled some of them? There are DTs everywhere. There's an infestation of Dark Templars. He missed one, but it gets EMP'd and knocked out. Meanwhile, another DT in the natural. Oh my god, they're so annoying. Well, the Vikings on deck. MaxPax starting to stabilize at home, but look at the army supply. 122 to 86. The upgrades. MaxPax, without that Twilight Council, couldn't get his 2-2. We'll get +2 now. But it's not going to be a significant advantage. The Disruptors are going to need to land, which means Clem will have to be looking away, which Dark Templar are specialists at. So if Clem is looking the wrong direction at the wrong second, oh, those Colossi, one getting knocked down immediately. Disruptors, the most dangerous force fields for now. All right, oh, a shot the Ghosts! It was close, but not close enough. Another shot, just clips a few. Shield battery overcharged, looking for an opportunity. Here comes the fight. Disruptor thrown through the front. Vikings knocking down the Colossi. Zealots trickling in. 19 SCVs have died recently, but how do you stop this hefty army? Meanwhile, DT's cleaned up at home. Clem annexes the Nexus. Disruptor's looking for a shot. Clem not distracted enough to be losing key units. The Disruptor's still trying to zone out. A few probes go down with it. Another one. The Disruptor shot's coming in. There's almost always one. No, stop. Stop. Go away. Stop. Where are the Liberators? Stop it. Stop. Stop it. Is he out? Nope. Is he gonna go? Like, nope. Another one. I think he has one on cooldown now. Oh, but he targets. Clem goes for the kill! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Raptors! He's tearing through everything! He actually does lose a lot of his army there, despite not taking a Disruptor hit. And suddenly, he doesn't really have that many units here. The EMPs are good. He loses all those Ruptors. Well, fuck that Marauder in particular. Disruptor getting chased out as Clem is angrily popping these very, very dangerous balloons. So, despite how good that fight looked, MaxPax still has an economy. Clem is down to 28 SCVs. He's on 1-1 against +2, soon to be +2. Vikings, the home defense. This army is mostly Vikings. Surprisingly good against Stalkers with the plus mechanical, though they can't be healed. Here comes Clem! Probes are not what you want either in a confusing exchange. Yeah, it's a mostly... If only there was one Disruptor. Oh no, the Widow Mine gets negated pretty well. The probes are just having a real rough time. Is there a scan? Does he have a single scan? What a fight! Well, there, he finally gets one. Shield battery overcharged. Probes are pulled. Blake Stalkers are fighting. 18 probes have died, which means Clem's back in the lead again. The Nexus itself, there's not that many Vikings left. He picks up he's blinking landed Vikings, which is, I mean, kind of par for the course with these two, which will get shot down in the medevacs. Though some of the Vikings have 2 medevacs in them, I mean, No, you know what? I'm not even going to correct it at this point. Like, I don't... Anyways, so they've both beaten each other down 76 to 65 supply, and it just keeps getting worse. Clem has mules, though. This is his main command center, has floated over to the 4th. The mules have drawn Clem back to even, as well as just having a fresh area to mine from. A DT just kind of saunters past. His natural on the move now, because it's completely out of minerals. The DT wandering into the main, and I mean, why not? Which has almost nothing left besides the production. A single Marine, a real threat, MaxPax. DT forces 2 scans, so I'd call that a win. Especially when one of the 3 command centers is flying. Another DT, that second... He doesn't have energy! He doesn't, but he does have an EMP. Blinks away. Can he land the EMP? A DT in this space. They just keep coming and they don't stop coming. Oh my god. He stims. If he stands very still, Clem won't see him. It actually worked. And then he started moving again. Oh wait, there's another DT. When they stand still, they're much harder to spot. Another scan, he blinks away. MaxPax forces 2 scans, and there's still another DT. He's doing so much with so little, which counteracts the so little he did with so much in some of these fights. Losing 6 disruptors. Or how many disruptors has he lost? He's lost 8 of them. 48 stock, another scan, and another one. These units just are hitting the stim needle like it's going out of style, and many of them are going out of HP. Colossi rebuilt, but MaxPax is still at 36 probes, which is not great. Clem is holding on despite all the scans he's required to use. That Viking may want to reconsider its pilot's license. Well, this is a difficult army. There's no shield battery to overcharge. EMPs. Oh god, the ghost with energy. It has the... Oh, he doesn't get an EMP. Or maybe he did. That's unclear, but... Another ghost at the front will be taken out, but there's just not enough units. The Colossi need to target fire. You gotta be a little careful! But yeah, the Colossus doing quite well, and there's a DT again! It's back! 5 more SCV kills, but Clem at this point is starting to pull away. An armory. The DT? Okay. It remains uncloaked. He's building an armory at 23 minutes at his 3rd, which is actually his main. Which is exactly how I expected this series to go. MaxPax had a nice amount of supply, but not nice enough. He doesn't...
Mouth_puncher is chilling for 25
No, that's not the description of the series, though accurate. Jimmy! Without disruptors, I'm not... It feels, in these low economy situations, this is where Terrans thrive. Where you have the mule, you're not as reliant on these workers that are so fragile and can be killed, especially the probes. When you have to pull probes to fight landed Vikings, it's just not a great spot. Clem is correctly realizing his economic situation. He's no longer trying to outmaneuver MaxPax, really, but instead is just sitting back and waiting for him to attack, which I think is very much the right move. The armory is revealed. Yeah, it seems like he definitely knows he has a lead here. It's been a hectic experience, but he's kept so much pressure. Well, there is a Widow Mine drop coming in, which could really undercut the tiny bit of economy that Clem has managed to, or MaxPax has managed to scratch back. Any amount of workers is incredibly painful for the Protoss. Oh, the Observer tries to come back and flies through a turret. Oh, no. The boys may be pulled. 2 Colossi is not an overwhelming number. There's no detection in this mineral line. The Widow Mines are going to hit again. Will it matter? There's a couple Vikings now as well. No ship weapons. What? The high ground is taken by MaxPax, but collapsing on everything is Clem. He's forced back. Still 2 Colossi. The Vikings, though, they actually get the Observer. Yeah, the Observer goes down, but the Colossus doesn't. MaxPax down so far. One more. He just didn't have enough left in the bank. There's just not enough production. He might have 5 bases, but he doesn't have enough to mine from even much more than 1.
I am the blade of Shakuras.
I don't care how many blades of Shakuras. I don't care how well you studied, DT. It's you're not stopping this. And now Clem is gonna finish his 2-2. He's up 100 supply. It's just far too much. Another DT taken down. GG. Clem brings it all the way home. In the most dramatic game, imagine if he had gotten that tank in the main. How many moments were we 1 or 2 hits from either side away of turning the tides? So close, yet so incredibly far. A 3-0 for Team Liquid's Terran. Though it didn't really feel like it. MaxPax unable to scratch it together. Always entertaining, but
Shut your
Clem
traps
comes
was chilling
through.
For 8 months.
Jimmy, how many
Love
times?
You, man.
How many times? Well, if you echo that sentiment, like, subscribe, ring the bell. I'll see you next time. Good luck, have fun. Stay chill.